feedback from you that you're looking to enhance your practice, just wanting to know a bit more about how you actually do these postures and what they should look like. So Rowan and I are going to give you a bit of guidance for your practice. Rowan's going to help me with Warrior 2 position today. You guys are all familiar with Warrior 2. We generally enter our Warrior 2 position from after our vinyasa. We make our way into our high crescent lunge, spinning the back heel down, opening up the arms into a Warrior 2 pose. So Rowan, if you can just face the front of the mat, you can see he's opening his feet nice and wide. What we're looking for here is the front heel lining up with the back arch of the foot. So generally, in postures, we always start with the feet. Whichever part of your body is grounded, that part you'll start off with. So, with that said, the back foot, that outer arch, that knife back edge of the foot, is really pressing into the mat. The inner arch of the foot is lifting away from the floor, and you're pushing into your big toe and your pinky toe, really gripping into the floor here. So this is already feeling very active. He's already starting to engage each and every muscle that's starting from the feet all the way, pulling up into the back leg. If you're hyperextend and you push your knee far back and it locks back, you can always keep a little bend in that knee. Right, keeping it nice and strong and active. Checking in, secondly, that the front foot, inner arch is lifting, grounding into the mat. We're looking for this front knee to be directly stacked over your ankle. So not going forward over the ankle or behind the ankle, but in one straight line. We call this stacking. The front thigh is parallel to the floor, nice and strong. There's no right or wrong of how your distance is. It's just depending on how open you feel, how flexible you are. So Ro could probably heel-toe his foot a little bit, or just crawl his foot a little bit forward and sink a little bit deeper, and you could still get the knee over the ankle. It will maybe just be a stronger, deeper posture. So you can decide for yourself how much effort you're putting into your practice. Okay, now we're going to move up. Okay, we've got the hips. Moving up to where I want you to focus, and that's the ribs. Okay? So sometimes in a lot of our yoga postures, we look like very enthusiastic gymnasts. We pop the rib cage open, we push the bum back, and this means there's no control in the belly whatsoever, no core control. Okay, so what I want you to do is draw your ribs down and in using your stomach muscles. And the bum will naturally push a little bit forward so that you get that grounding out of the back. So you don't want to push your bum back in someone's face. You always want to keep your bum for yourself and pull it in. Okay, you're working, doing hard work. Quickly relax this leg. You can change sides and then we'll get to the back of this posture. So same from the back. Inner arch lining up. Back knife edge cuts into the mat. Knee over ankle, feet strong, thigh parallel. You can see Rose not sticking his bum back, he's pulling his rib cage in, almost a bit like a dog pulling its tail underneath, pulling the bum in. Okay, coming to the shoulder blades can squeeze together. So if I had to put my finger in between his shoulders, I want him to pinch my finger over there. The shoulders are still soft and relaxed away from the ears, even though the shoulder blades are doing the work. There's a lot of activation in the upper back muscle here. Arms are pulling into an opposite direction. Because you're not looking at this back arm, sometimes it's low. Okay, so maybe you can just turn your gaze back to see that your hand is in line with your shoulder, and then look straight over the front middle finger. So you're pulling into an opposite direction. It can get very active here, and he's gazing softly over his front middle finger, soft, fierce gaze over that front middle finger. Crown of the head reaches up to the sky. And that would be that. Cool. Thank you for joining. I hope you guys found that this video is helpful. We'll be posting a couple of more to you guys just to say thank you for the support over this time. And we hope that you guys are enjoying your practice at home and that it is benefiting you in some way.